What's up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 65 of Hippies and Pancakes. As usual, I got DJ Q Waves with me.
What's going on?
I got D with me.
What's up?
And shit, man. How y'all doing? Like, I guess we can go back to where we was at in the beginning. Y'all said y'all was good. Bitcoin dropped. Bitcoin down to like what, $44, 44,000 right now?
It's at 40. It's pushing around 40 right now. It,
Oh
it,
yeah.
it got as low as 32, I believe. So
Oh
I mean,
shit,
actually,
niggas
people had the opportunity to come up. It's at 38 right now. People had the opportunity to come up at these dips.
It's definitely at 38. Niggas bullshitting though. That
Yeah,
joint definitely got my wallet looking crazy. I ain't even gonna lie though. That drop job, like I jive lost, so I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't lose big, but I lost big enough.
yeah, definitely.
I definitely lost enough money. Like, god damn. But I mean, that should be sitting there anyway. I leave that shit. I don't touch none of that crypto ever. Unless cause they might fuck around, wake up tomorrow. Niggas like, boy, that shit at 150,000. I'm like, shit, I'm back. Boop, take that shit right out.
Yep.
That shit gone. What? That shit 100,000. I'm taking that shit out, man. I ain't fucking with them. I'm gonna take out everything that I earned on that shit. Leave it with my initial investment sitting right in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
This shit nuts though. But that's a lot of people I think I noticed like a lot of people online. One thing I noticed about like trends and stuff like Rick Ross came out with the blue Bel Air. And I seen everybody like, yeah, y'all let Rick Ross gas y'all dumbass up to buy shit. That's why niggas can't win. I noticed that niggas can't win even with a hive mind. They can't win. Cause it's always gonna be somebody that wanna point out that everybody is on the same wave. Like if everybody was on Unity, niggas would get online and be like, see, niggas tricked y'all. Now y'all on Unity. Now all black people together. Like nobody never wanna see nothing happen or move forward. Even like with the crypto, that's been like the trending thing for like the last week. It's been just like a bunch of memes of people saying, they lost a lot of money and they were just on a fad. Then I got like a lot of the financial guys they posting content like, see, that's why I told you invest in this real estate because it's more predictable and da 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 and this, then the third. I'm like, it's no one right way to get money. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the cryptocurrency is just like, I mean, it is unpredictable, but the fact that anybody can get money, it's going to be this unpredictable because, like, literally anybody can get enough money to buy enough amount of crypto and become rich. But
Well,
it's
I
not
mean,
really. Go ahead.
right now, like I said, a lot of people are making money, and that's what's causing these fluctuations. Because if you would have bought during the dip, you know what I'm saying, you made some money because it was again down as low as 33. Um,
It's definitely at 38 right now, and this is when, let me see.
it keep
Yeah,
going
this
up
is
and
when
down.
everybody's supposed to be buying right now because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be back up to 50 in about a week or two.
Yeah, it's going. I think 45, 50 definitely. Because the thing is, it's a lot of people that's invested in keeping Bitcoin up. That's why it didn't just drop to the floor. You know what I mean? Like with that rapid sell off. But like you said, you lost money, I lost money, but I'm invested in getting that price back up to 50, 60.
Yeah, no funny though. I'm fucking around. I haven't bought in a while, but I've been waiting for a dip like this. You know what I'm
Like
saying? For
this.
real, for real.
This is the
Yeah,
dip.
I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't buying shit at 50,000, 40, 48, 50, 40. Nah, because that's when I got started. It was about 30, 35. So I was waiting like, oh shit. In my head, I'm like, it's never gonna get back to 35 shit. It dropped to 38. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. But see
Buy
that
that shit in the dip. Because when that shit
I
shoot
in the dip.
back up, it's gonna shoot back up.
I 50, like I said, the prediction was 100. It was a lot that went on with Elon Musk, but he affected all his stock. Like he made those drop, Tesla drop, and Bitcoin drop. So we'll see. But this is the first real time that speculation or one you can contribute it to one person's actions. But they did pull $150 billion out. So
But like that's what I was saying. I was talking to my little brother about like Elon whole thing is, and I might have said it on the show, I'm not sure, but he wanna own shit so bad. You know how when you get rich, you like, start becoming a competition. You know what I'm saying? Like once I got the most money, now I need the fastest car. Now I need the first car to do niggas basically be like soldier boys. Like I like they just start everything, or they want to be the first to start some shit, to do something. Like my man Real Live went on a whole fucking campaign against Bitcoin just for Dogecoin, bro. Well, that shit to be only worth about $1.
well, not. It was more heat. So they pulled out Bitcoin and Doge. Um, so Tesla, Bitcoin, it uses a lot of it's not that green. They looking for something that uses less energy in the transfers of its information. It's secure because of the network, but the network consumes the electricity.
Right.
And electricity runs on fossil fuels, so people are able to calculate like
How
the
much he using or how
yeah.
much
So
they using?
basically, it's not a problem with it at all. The only issue with Bitcoin is that it's not a green.
How it's being mined, basically.
How it's how how it's being mined and how the network has to stay up, because in order to keep the network up you have to have these computers online at all times, and then you
So what if
calculate
they
how much
what if they switch over to damn what's his name? What if they switch over to what's this shit called? Like solar energy, then what?
yeah, down that's one of the options that people were saying that could really increase Bitcoin's value if a lot of the people that are mining it up, because remember it's not one central thing, but it because the network is basically with the people that's mining it, yes, and they support the network, but it's not one central thing. But if more people that's mining it and that's really doing the brunt of the computer power, they can make Bitcoin more valuable by switching to solar or other green power sources. But again, it's because it's not one person doing the CEO of Bitcoin can't just come out and say, we're switching
It is.
to green, right? By 2025, we'll have all 90% green. No, you can't do that. But it is people or actors that do have influence and can make some slight effect to the price. But that is the main problem. So because Tesla as a green company, um they were taking Bitcoin. They were one of the first large companies to take Bitcoin. And I remember more, if you recall, one of the reasons I was preaching to everybody to buy Bitcoin is because Elon Musk invested all of that money into the crypto, and all these other financial institutions are invested in the crypto. But that's the reason the stock price didn't again drop to zero, because it's if you got $1 billion in, you just lost 500 million. So you rather have a concerted effort to spend 200 million or another 500 to get that back up to that billion. You know what I mean? It gets all the money worth more. So it caught that break, and every time it drops, it pulls back up. Is because it's a lot of people that can't just move that money like that, but they still are working, and they are invested in not seeing it fall to the bottom. Like I said, just like you are, just like I am, it's people with billions of dollars that's invested in not seeing Bitcoin fall to zero.
That's crazy. Like I think that I watch. I don't think it's going nowhere either because I be saying I pay attention to too many of the big wigs and too many of the big hip hop artists and just people with money, like the people who got the money now. That's where all the money at for real, for real. Like everybody invested in that in the internet. You know what I'm saying? Making money, the internet money for real, for real. Like Soldier Boy just came out with his own. Like he's like the first rapper with like digital weed and shit. I really couldn't understand. I really wasn't understanding why he would do it. But then the more I get to understand this cryptocurrency stuff, like they got a new Pokemon game coming out, or it's out called Pokemon Snap. And within the game, you could take pictures like you on a safari for actual Pokemon. I can actually see these pictures being traded online, like as NFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can under like I don't think that owning any digital art really hold value to me right now. It would behoove anyone to purchase some, but I don't think that to me personally it don't have no value because of my lack of understanding or just me not really having the patience to like I don't know. Maybe I gotta like see like a market of
Well,
like NFTs and be like, oh, I'd
a
like to
lot
purchase that one and
a
uniquely
lot of
own that one.
speculators are calling NFTs a bubble. But a lot of speculators, if you again, if you are already established in another industry, you have a interest in seeing your industry being like a lot of the traditional art minds and stuff like that, saying, "Oh, a digital art can't last," or the prices that would, But again, do you want to be first pioneer? Do you think that's going to last? Is it something that you believe in? But with all of this technology and internet, we got to keep in mind, politics, like how they shut down power in Houston and all of that.
Yeah.
Global politics, international politics, and just know that this is one really connected world. So you got to find your own path to be independent as possible. What I learned the most about this is I got to diversify more. Oh man, because
Well, as far as like your what you got with cryptos, you got your money with.
yeah, I had a couple of well, I have a couple of other ones, but I just had to diversify more and not be so heavy leaning on any one entity. Period. So whether that's my real estate investments, my stocks, uh, I just getting, I'm just so I have a whole plan, but not to get too involved in it, but just just being more diversified with your assets. So uh, if anything has one thing, but with the investment, I told my cousin, I understand why motherfuckers might have jumped off the roof. You literally can see all of your worth, all of your wealth
Diminish.
wiped out.
Yeah, you talking about her when the stock market crashed, right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Hey,
when
look,
man, this shit is volatile. Like
hey,
literally, it's dropping. Shit is going up and down by hundreds of dollars a day.
I,
That's
I
not.
I said the same thing. I was watching this movie on Netflix, and it was like, some of it was based in that time period when the stock market crashed, right? And on the scene in the movie, I'm sitting there watching the movie with somebody, and like the news is spreading, it's like, oh, the stock market crash, Wall Street crash, and this dude, it was this one scene when the dude like instantly he's standing on the roof. I said to the person, I'm like, they about to jump. They like, how you know? Because neither one of us watched the movie. But I'm like, oh yeah, is it the stock market crash? Oh, he the CEO of the company. Oh yeah, he about to jump. 3 seconds later, he jumped, and it reminded me of when I was in school when they was telling us about the stock market crash. What they wasn't telling us, it was about the suicide rate, like them people lost endless bread, and that's because a lot of that was dirty money anyway. So that's a lot of reason they was sick for real because they finesse people out the cash.
But that's a whole nother topic of, and that's what I be trying to say, just to anybody. Like, you could get money, man, but we continuously in our community like that, in stock markets and investing and stuff like that. We'll invest in a pound or a kilo or something like that, but we're not willing to invest in a company and learn how to, just by moving your money, literally. You don't have to do nothing illegal. You say, I'm gonna put this money here today. I'm gonna take it out here on this day, or I'm gonna bet on this option that this is gonna perform like this. And literally, depending on how well your analysis is, you make profits. Crazy.
Hey man, look, I made a decision this year that all right, so I made a couple. I got some things in line right now. I don't really know how everything work, and I know this your area of expertise. So we really gonna probably tap in. Well, I'm gonna try to tap in with you more in the next few months, man. I'm trying to get me a property this year, man. I want, I
I'm
want, I
trying to get
want,
you a
I want to
property
do
and
something.
shit. Let's do it. Like I really, you know, I let's go. Let's
Yeah, I
do it.
just 'cause look, I just set myself up. So I got I've been like working on the credit stuff, and my credit stuff, I'm good. Like when it comes to credit shit, I'm good. Like I'm not even. That's not even what how people
So,
be in that stage trying to get to the next level. Like I gotta get my credit right. All right, check. I went and secured a bank account with Navy Federal
mm-hmm.
because I heard that they be
Credit union
generous with the handing out the bread to go and get stuff done
to their
to the
members
people.
because you're an owner. Credit union is
Yeah.
the best place to go.
So I opened that up. Of course, I got the EIN. So I opened up a personal checking account so far, and I'm pretty sure I can get like a decent loan just with by myself, or like a personal loan. But I'm gonna go ahead and open up a business account because I know I've been trying to find like I don't really understand stocks as much as I understand. I mean, real estate as much as I understand other stuff. But the way the guys that I follow and stuff that are in the real estate and that do house flipping, it's like the same. It's like the same basic concept. Like they based in Philly mostly, so it's like a lot of it's like Baltimore where you can buy a lot of like shit like hole in the wall ass places and bring them
Yeah,
up and flip them. Philly and Baltimore kind of got like the same market for that. It's
I'm a
DC
I'm
and go
nah,
ahead.
DC, you if DC, if you coming in trying to flip a property, you're already a millionaire.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. You're not, if you coming in and trying to flip any property. I think the lowest property like for actual structure in DC is right now something like 290,000, 300,000. I'm not even
Damn.
sure. But
And your rent, you can make the rent crazy though. That'd be the whole kill, man. Like they got like I was staying on the Ave. I was staying in a 6 unit apartment building, and for at least for at least a 2 bedroom, they wanted like $1,300. You know what I'm saying? It's like 6 units in the junk. Now it's not that much square feet per unit or nothing. Like they're winning. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't.
nobody's moving into DC unless you got some bread.
Yeah, man.
So like
I ain't
for
even.
house flipping, like like there are different cities and different communities that is still an opportunity. And the thing is, right now, what it is creating the market is that the interest rates are so low. So these are like literally 2%. Like that's unheard. Like 10 years or 15 years ago, most the average interest rate was like 9%, 10%,
Right.
2%. Like
Yeah, That's my goal. Like I got
Like
so
free
fed up with
money.
my job, bro.
It's like free
I got
money.
fed up in my job. I need that.
It's like free money, literally. And the thing with real estate investment, they cannot hold you out if you qualify based upon credit and cash. So if you got the money and you got the credit, they cannot hold you out for it. Well, it's illegal to not take the best offer.
Okay, yes, all right. I think that that's gonna be my homework for this week. I'm looking right now. That's gonna be my homework for this week, man. I'm about to just like go ahead and dig in and find out what I need to do to be ready. Cause like I'm really, I think, and I know it's everything about what I'm gonna do. Like what I plan to do is not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be an easy process to be
So
like, oh yeah, I just want to buy a building and find contractors, come gut this junk for me because I know that shit gonna stress me out.
nah,
But
it's easier than you think. But the main thing I'd say, because you don't have the cash to pay, you're gonna have to have somebody finance it. So you talk to your financial institution and ask them, what do I have to do to qualify for this amount of money?
okay,
And that's the role plan that you follow, because they're gonna give you straight up, you're gonna need to either have this amount of money saved, or like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's illegal to say no. They gotta tell you what you need to do to qualify.
okay,
So it can't be, oh, you don't qualify, I'm meeting you and I don't trust how you act or your appearance. No, my credit score is this.
right,
I have this much money saved. How much financing do I qualify for? Because if they discriminate against you on any other basis, then you have the right to, legally
yeah, 'cause,
pursue action. But that's
that's
something they
that's the
historically
thing that I
have
was
done to our community. Huh?
that's what I was worried about the most is trying to get in on that and not really, know what's going on. Because of course, with the crypto, anybody can pick up their phone and get involved, but it's not the same way with the real estate. Hold on, with the real estate, but I know that you knew for sure. I was sitting around, bro. I was sitting around like yesterday on my way to work, and I hope my boss see this one day. Any boss, any person that was like a supervisor or ever hired me at a job, I hope they see this. I was trying to quit every job that I ever got since I started working. Like that's just point blank period. Any job that I get where I'm working for somebody else, I'm trying to quit. And the reason for it is I'm not really with the taxable like that earned income. That's not one of the streams of income that I want. Like I don't even want that on my list. I don't even want that to be connected to me. That I gotta go to work for somebody else, and that's how I earn a piece of my living. Cause man, that's the one thing that 2020 really showed me is that like if you wasn't in charge or you ain't had no no rebound game, then you was gonna be you shit out of luck because the type they don't need to come out with another coronavirus to put like a any pressure on us. You know what I'm saying? And to change anything about what we doing, I think that like the most important thing would just be in a position because like eh, when when I got when I used to be in the streets, as long as I would have work, I was in my mind not have that fear going broke because I'm like I might not have it the cash liquid, but I got this product that can turn into liquid cash. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really be I ain't trying to be behind the curve no more, man. Like I need to own me like a little apartment building, like the jump right there by the crib and shit by where you at. The little jump where you said they got the all the stores at the bottom and shit like that.
Mhm.
Nigga need some shit like that. Like you
Yeah,
like as that back
we
to the
gotta build.
episode.
So yeah, we could talk about that because we're gonna have to build that ourselves. And I've been looking for people like minded, because a lot of people are fearful for their investment. But I'm like, it's areas like so like I said, if you we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
We'll
not
talk
cause
about it.
like yeah, at this point
It's
though,
some prime
like
areas of development that's untapped.
yeah, cause I'm starting to see. I mean, I've been seeing the genius. I just had to go and get my shit. Like when we first started having these conversations, I had like my financial literacy was like skinny for real. It was like I know how to save money. I understood a checking account. I understood some of the basic functions of money, but like as I've been working and coming across more money and just more information is being revealed to me, even through the show, man, I feel like I'm bullshitting. Like I be watching these interviews and it be these kids, man. They like 18 years old, but given they coming from money for real, so they not regular 18-year-olds, but they be having money from like real estate investments. Like this one guy, he was asking his son like how much money you make off he resells sneakers. He's like, oh, I make X amount of dollars a month. Then he's like, well, how much do you make off your laundry machines monthly? He making like 9,000 a
Yeah,
month.
but that nigga father owned the building. That's some
And,
inside job shit. That's nepotism. I know exactly what you're talking
nigga,
about. It's
hey,
good.
as soon as I seen this joint, I understood my position of what I was supposed to be doing. I was like, I gotta own the building
Yeah,
and let
I
them
know this.
set up in my building. Like, oh, I got this building now
Yeah,
to
that's the play.
give my kids some money and be like, you know what? Here, put a vending machine in my building. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
set you up a trap in my building where you earning too. Like I got the space now. I use the space to make all of us some money.
Because
Got
because
vending
basically the father gave that to the son because the father would have did that himself.
exactly. And
Right.
like as soon as I seen that, I'm like, oh yeah, see, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, damn, I done lived in apartment buildings that had two things: vending machines and the laundry machines, the washer and dryers that take money. And especially if you do use the washers with the quarters, and
So
you get
look,
state,
what
you
we
get
gotta
state.
do. So
But
it's a bunch of communities around. Like I said, DC. I don't have the capital right now, not yet, to really move around in DC like I would want to do. But there's some surrounding areas in other cities that are feasible, like Baltimore. It is
you already know I know about the yo.
great
They get
opportunity, and it's some other communities that's underserved that I'm not even going to say because I'm like I know other motherfuckers see the shit that I'm seeing, but they so focused on DC right now that that's like the 10-year plan.
right.
That's like 10 more years from now. So not right now, but these other communities. So, but all the money is going right in DC. But I'm gonna just say that when they pour all this money into this city, what are the closest communities that needs some shit? Cause we ride past it all the time, coming in and out the city. They gonna get the whole city right.
And then
So
they
what's
gonna start
next?
developing outskirts.
It's a lot
Shit,
of
they got places like in Frederick, Maryland, right?
mhm.
I want to say 10 years ago, Frederick, Maryland, like not even 10 years ago. Let's say maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, and now it's so different. It's so different. Like small towns like this be so different. Like I'm talking about when I first got out there, it was like they developing stuff. They got stuff going on. It's one of them towns that's like, it's like being in West Virginia. Like a lot of the town is based around sports. So towns like that, they don't really have too much going on. They just be on athleticism. They got a bunch of athletic facilities and things like that. So in the last like 5 or 6 years, they didn't open up like more hotels, more like just more things to do, like different entertainment options as far as restaurants and like Dave and Buster type things. and they really developing these joints. And as I ride through I do a lot of driving for work. So and I have been for like the last like year and a half. So as I've been doing like a lot of this driving, man, I be really seeing the vision now. Like it's a lot of land out here that don't
That's what,
nobody
yeah,
doing on that shit. It just be grass and trees, like, and then you
yeah.
come like 5 years later, it's a Texas Roadhouse in a shopping center, and I'm like,
That's all.
damn, like
Yeah,
whoever was sitting on that property probably, and if they still own it, the checks that they saying monthly gotta be like, I ain't going to work. Just go ahead and deposit that in the account. I'm about to be over here where it's hot at. You know what I'm saying?
so
That's what I'm trying to be. Cause I
so
know
that's
for
the
sure, motherfucker always need a place to live.
so that's the vision. But then, so right now is uh what right now with the modern trend of being as most efficient as possible and leaving the smallest carbon imprint and all of that stuff. Like you got to think about your marketplace and all that stuff. But that's something to develop down the line. But you got it though. That's it. Because it's like I said, it's a lot of places. It's a lot of places that like it's almost like a magnifying glass is on certain areas, and I'm watching it like we was talking about. Look at right there at Mayfair. You know what I mean? They
Hey,
that
that'd be the one right there. Niggas on some shit like that, and
I'm just
that
they
joint revamp. I can see that joint being a nice exclusive ass because it's an exclusive community
it's
now.
in the cut.
Yeah, that
But
joint an exclusive ass
look at
community
what they
now.
building. They building right now.
And it's some and niggas don't know if you ain't from back. It's water back there and all that. That
Beautiful.
don't really the spot. It's water back there and all that shit, man. Like
But I'm just say
you
that
know,
to say that they got a plan. So you gotta for me, I gotta, I just try to see what is going on and then anticipate like it's other areas like you can look at where these because again everybody's trying to be as eco-friendly as possible. Look at where
right.
the rail lines, they're building new rail lines in the area. Look at those because right now what's the most valuable real estate in DC? Anything near a subway stop.
The train station, yeah.
Train station going your proximity to a metro station is going to raise your property value by like 50 to $100,000. So I mean, they're building more. You know, some more free. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't even know how much to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm just letting you know. This is my declaration. This is me throwing my hat in the ring. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go ahead. Like I just opened the bank account, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk to a banker. I'm gonna actually go and schedule an appointment with the banker because I need to go set up my business bank account anyway. But I'm in, bro. Like I'm in. I think that will be like niggas own businesses and stuff, but I need something else funding what I'm doing and not me having to go to work so I can actually put the time in to when I'm,
To really work
everything
on
else
it.
that I'm doing. Like I gotta
I
free up
feel
some
you.
time for myself.
I feel you.
Cause I'm definitely gonna be, soft 30 in a few weeks, you feel me? So nigga definitely
Hey,
gonna be
I try
definitely
to tell you like, look, but you just stay focused. You get it and keep pushing, because you can still out develop and outpace people. Because I, man, I tell you for sure, I started behind the motherfucking outside the fence. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so you definitely could do it.
now
It's
I know it can be done. You know what I'm saying? I'm also just trying to put myself in the company of people that's at where I'm trying to be at, because you know what I'm saying. Even, like for real, just through our situation and us working together so closely, man. I seen how much my vision has changed, and it's not like I changed courses, I aimed higher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't aiming that high when I first started. I'm just shooting a gun. Now I'm just like, man, fuck that. We hitting something, bro. Like something gotta give. Like I see the crypto shit and it's cool, and I'm gonna have my money in crypto, but all my money ain't going to crypto. Like all
Right.
my like you said, I'm gonna diversify my portfolio and stretch my shit out, cause ain't no telling how you gonna hit, you know what I'm saying? And but the money, either no matter how you hit, the money supposed to come in every way anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This supposed to come in from stock
It's just
raising, stock dropping. You know what I'm saying? Because you can definitely hit when them stocks drop too.
yeah,
You
that's
can
what I'm
definitely
saying. It's not like it's volatility. So a lot of people don't understand what volatility is happening. Money is being made one way or another. Somebody's making money. Are you making it? Are you losing it? If you know it's volatility coming, and that's what I was saying about that. Analyzing the market, not even necessarily the stock market, but just the money in general. Like we're not paying attention to our money at all. We're taught to put our money in the bank, and hopefully one day, it'll amount to something. You know what I mean?
so
But
let me ask
nah,
you this. So when you are all right, so like this is my thing now where I'm at, and like, and this is what I think a lot of entrepreneurs get, especially when they getting started and they really seriously ready to start getting the money. It's like I gotta kind of incur some accumulate some debt, right, in order to win. Like so with
um,
my
not necessarily. It just depends on what you're doing. Like if you have like so for instance, we'll use an example. Ronnie, where her lashes, it costs money to learn and go to class and all of that, but she was able to save that money and have enough money to start her business. So now her business is pretty much starting off with no debt, and then as she gets more clientele, she's building up her base. So now she uses that money, so she's not really incurring debt. Now she could go and get a loan and maybe like say buy more supplies or try to open up a storefront and stuff like that. That is used to accelerate the process. But so many people would take and incur the debt and use it for personal gain instead of business gain. And that's what the big issue with the PPP was. Like literally,
right,
you could have took your PPP and paid yourself, but not people was like, no, I'm gonna just take this PPP and not show nothing what I did with it and just buy all this shit and not show how you spent it on the business. Like you literally could, or you could have took your PPP and bought fucking equipment, bought 10 trucks and
right,
used it for business. You know what I mean? And then make that money from the business, and that money you then can spend, and it'll be no problem. But motherfuckers took the PPP money, took the debt, because it's a loan. They took the loan that's supposed to been spent on business and spent it on them damn selves instead of just spending it on a business that could make them money. But that really showed to me that you don't know how to run a business or operate a business. Like shit, you gonna give me that? I'm like, because I didn't never take the PPP, but I'm like, you know what? I just put this shit in the business and then you spend that money. You know what I'm saying?
nobody niggas weren't thinking though. Supposed to get that money and wash it. Go ahead, wash that shit right on up.
Yeah, you go buy the fucking like take the money, whatever equipment you needed, buy that, pay the people that's your staff. If you didn't have staff, make your fucking family your staff members, pay them. Like you literally could have washed the money clean. Like, and please don't nobody do this. Use the PPP for what you say you're gonna use it for, and all of that. Like, but I'm just saying, like, people just do stuff dumb for no reason. I don't know. They don't plan to win. Like they don't take the time to like, how can I do this and get away with it? But the best way is to use it for what you say you're using it for.
Nah,
And
for
that's
real.
what I
Yeah,
advise you to do, not nothing else.
nah, for real. It ain't giving out no. This is not financial advice
This is
for
not
anybody.
financial advice.
Yeah, not
Please,
financial
I'm
advice.
not a financial advisor. I'm just saying, like, my
Yeah,
God, people, that should be blowing me.
we
It
just
just be
talk
blows. It,
cash. We because we want it and we know we talk about a little bit, but we not financial advisors here.
not at all. I didn't get a PPP loan. I didn't do none of the shit that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got a few questions for y'all. I ain't heard from Q the whole episode. Since we about to close out, I got a few things to talk about. It's like it's short, but first question, Q, you seen your man J. Cole play any of his pro games?
Yeah.
I did.
My man J. Cole, my man J. Cole overseas playing pickup ball, man.
Man, he don't be practicing before. He need
I
to
don't
get
know.
more shots up.
Yeah, he like I mean, I think that at this point of his life, like Cole 36, man. I think that he doing this shit. It's just like to finish out everything that once you accumulate a certain level, you get money because like that's the whole mission in the rat race is to get the bread. It's like, all right, so after you get the money, now what? You got to go back and cross off some of the other shit that you started on too, that you now have the money to go and see through.
But I'm saying if he gonna be playing on TV, he need to take the time to put 1,000 shots up a day because
You
he
don't
ain't
think
doing that. It don't look like
you
it.
don't think he put it working?
It don't look like he putting that extra 1,000 shots up a day. That's after practice, after or before practice, an extra 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been saying clips, but my man definitely been looking like really, really like like damn Cole, like we was hyping shit. You was on slam food. Like, what you doing?
I'm like, shoot the ball, man. Like he be. See, I play basketball, so it's like I'm analyzing it. Like, do you like you have opportunity? Like, if you are Jermaine Cole, because I call him Jermaine. Like I said, I watched the game, so
Hey, it'd be funny as shit hearing them say his name, but it's so crazy because I know that's his name. So when I hear it sounds wild. It's like they be like, yeah, Jermaine Cole got the ball. He takes the shot. I'm looking like, oh shit, look at my boy. Hey, my man playing like a straight mob over that joint, though. Like I'm thinking Cole will go over that joint. He could be smoking shit. Like I'm glad he didn't get the league over here. He'd have been looking
that's
crazy as hell on
that's
TV.
what I'm saying. He don't look like. Do it look like he putting up 1,000 shots?
He look crazy as shit on TV. I'm telling you,
All
yeah.
I'm saying. Come on, I
And
want you. I want to see him look good. I want to see him
that's my guy. Cole, my guy, man. He the
right.
big right now, though. Hey, but never, on some basketball shit. The Wizards, what I'm saying, looking sweet right now.
We made it in.
They definitely was viciously looking like the underdog. You know what I'm saying, but they still
Yeah,
are.
we
But
made it
it's
in.
looking sweet.
We made it in. Let's see
Yeah.
what we can do.
Russ coming to put that work in. You know what I'm saying, for the home team, and I love it.
Yeah, and
I
Bradley
love
Bill.
it.
I think they get along, but I don't know if they really get. I'm like, I just want Bradley Bill to stay and be happy. He be looking so frustrated at times.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
kind of like, man, they got rid of my man John Wall though. John Wall was a homie for real. That nigga was really from the city, man. As long as he been that nigga from the city, this city love that man.
yeah, he cool. He
He's so cool that it opened up decades and he all the way out Texas. That's his spot. Rose bar shit. That's his shit right there.
man, that shit, man.
Hey, look, they said AQ Ways, man. They said Bow Wow and Soldier Boy about to do the verses, man.
I saw.
Soldier, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Soldier might spank Bow, man.
I don't know.
Soldier. She make it clap. He got that jump off the rip. That's gonna come out. But he also got you. Then he got motherfucker. Let me get a shootout. Bro, this nigga got some.
It's gonna.
Don't get.
So that's really going to depend on the matchups, because
But
Soldier
I
Boy
don't
got,
know. Both of them is the same type of nigga to me. Like some old, they got some like some young OG rappers who washed up early. Like
but I'm just saying, I don't. Soldier Boy just had the number one. He ain't washed,
they
but
washed though. Like I'm talking about all around. Like Soldier, Brad, man, Soldier like a fiend though. Like he like a fiend who just keep hitting every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Like
bro, he hit every now and then for millions every other year.
yeah, he definitely. Hey, bro, now my man, ever
Like
since
what
he
you
made
say?
that,
That sounds like a great business plan.
he definitely is a genius though on the business side though. Like when it come to young niggas to that era of young niggas who started getting handed the money and him being one of the first, young niggas to get put on to that bread with the rap. He definitely the genius and the blueprint behind it. Him and niggas like him and Lil Yachty.
So, but and Soldier Boy, he a lot of things people got to remember. Them deals was old. He was basically independent for a lot of his shit. So he gets checks every month probably. All he got samples out there. Dance. I mean, yeah. Who do you think is gonna win?
Soldier. See, I like Bow Wow. Well, no, I don't like Bow Wow, so maybe I'm biased. I don't really like Bow Wow as a person. Like just seeing him on social media and shit. Don't care. I just don't like him, so I'm just going to
You
not
don't
pick
like him
him.
as a person?
Yeah, like the way he be portraying himself on the internet and shit. I just be like, I don't fuck with Bow. Like when I was a little kid, bro, I was the biggest Bow Wow. Bro, I had cornrows and all that, bro. Like I was a big ass Bow Wow fan. You gotta know, like he wanted to him and Lil Wayne, like and Lil Zane, like the only rappers that they look like they was looking at him and Romeo. They look like me, like they was little kids on TV and shit rapping.
Lil Zane had what, 2 songs?
Man, Lil Zane was supposed to be heavy, man. That nigga got lost and he got lost in the sauce though.
What really ever happened to Lil Zane?
He ain't blow up. He couldn't get that shit to catch. You know what I'm saying? He was doing numbers when he was doing this shit though. But I think he got washed up in like paperwork for real, for real.
I mean, but what songs did he have? I only know 2 songs
Nah,
he
I can't
had.
really remember them drinks, but I seen like a documentary on Zane, and they was basically like he wasn't really no slouch. Like like how Gilly the Kid is, like how I don't know no Gilly the Kid songs, but Gilly did enough to be a relevant figure in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? To be
Yeah,
mentioned at any point.
yeah, he got okay. So he got lost up in the paperwork. That's what happened with most of your favorite artists when you see them and you think they're going to be the next thing, and then you don't never see them again.
Yeah, that I mean that's because people will one that old industry model, that shit washed up. If you still signing to these big labels at this point and you not coming to the table worth anything, like Nipsey, like Young Dolph and shit, if you ain't coming to the table worth something, then or even 2 Chainz, it ain't even worth negotiating. Like to come in as an entry level artist, you just getting started, and you go and sell your soul to the label. That's man, you done for. Especially if you ain't really that. Like if you're not really a standout artist, like if you're not a phenomenon like Juice World,
I
that's
mean,
it.
but what if you can sing your ass off, right?
Talent don't mean nothing.
But you you just need to be put in that position. You don't think people are still trying to get put in position?
I
Cause
mean,
motherfuckers be
I
trying
think
to sign to me, and I ain't got no.
now I definitely know niggas be trying to get put in position, but I just don't. I think that is it. I think that it's more work to just build it up yourself, but it's better that way because like that's how you get the Soldier Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about how much money this nigga really be pulling in like off a single, especially when he made the beat. He composed everything
Why?
about
That's what I'm saying. And that's what
So
I'm saying. He got old shit too that it don't make not play fucking. But Soulja Boy probably stream a couple million every month. I'm talking about old shit. Talking
and
about
like,
uh Soulja Boy Tell Him and Kiss Me Through the Phone
I mean,
and
but that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that, bro. He gonna eat forever off that joint and the motherfucking the dance. You know what I'm saying? The Superman joint. He
yeah,
gonna
Soulja
eat
Boy
forever
Tell Him.
off them two songs alone. Then he got Get Silly. Like, nah, that ain't his joint. That was Vic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that was Vic. That wasn't Soldier Boy. I don't know.
Soulja
This joint should be interesting. I know Bow Wow. I mean, Romeo was calling Bow Wow. Now, the funniest thing about that was I was in my head like the rest of the world. What the fuck was Lil Romeo gonna play? Like, nigga, he probably got like 2 songs we know.
He got 20 songs.
Romeo
You
called
said,
Bow Wow out or Bow Wow called Romeo out?
nah, Romeo called Bow Wow. He was like, man, Romeo is like a little masterpiece. So he was respectful with it, but he like, you can battle me. It's good for the culture. I think the only reason he thought it would be good for the culture was going to be because they had a little beef back in the day, and while Bow Wow still had some buzz, he got his shit off. He got his shit off on Lil Romeo and Master P for real, for real. So maybe that's a reason he called him out, but I don't even know no Romeo songs for real, bro.
I remember him coming out. Yeah, that's about it. I remember him coming out. I remember like, but that wasn't my I wasn't listening to Lil Romeo. But
I don't know.
I'm older than him,
Well, you
and
was
I
older.
listen to
You
people
probably
older
was
than me.
like you probably about when Lil Romeo was out. You was listening to Silk the Shocker.
Um, Silk. I listened to Silk the Shock. I had everything out of No Limit, man. It was at least maybe like a 3 or 4 year period. I had everything, but they had a run, man. Like go, I said this before. Go back and listen, man. They out rap. I like bars, man. Mac the Don,
Silk
Cain and Abel, Fiend,
rap shit.
Hans C. Murder. That's what I'm saying. I like bars, so like,
Yeah,
and
Silk was some ass though, bro. He got rich off of loyalty, like this by being down with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
my
being a nigga.
Silk was my cousin's favorite rapper. So I was like, hey man, you like who you
He
like.
was my favorite rapper off the strength that he was in movies, and I knew
And you
who
know
he was.
what though? A lot of girls like Silk. So
Okay,
Silk went
that makes sense.
platinum. Silk went multiple platinum. Like that's what I'm saying. No Limit was dropping every other week, and them shit was going platinum multiple times. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely gotta get in the room with Master P one time and catch some of that energy. Cause this nigga, man, every time I look up,
Fiend,
he putting his name on something else, bro. He got ice cream.
Cain and
This nigga,
Abel, Mr. Servon, Big Ed the Assassin, fucking Near X, Soldier Slim.
oh
That shit is
yeah,
legendary, man. Like, fuck, I don't what other record label had as many for me that I could name that I had that album. I probably had more No Limit albums from different like all of the different artists on No Limit than
uh-huh.
probably any other record label. Like so, like Cash Money, you get your Lil Wayne, you
Yeah.
get your Juvenile, get your Hot Boys, Big Timers. I got Big Timers, but this is back when you had to buy the CD. So
I would for me personally, if I was saying I would probably say I had a lot of Young Money albums as far as individual artists as part of a collective, but getting
that's
they shit
Young
separate.
Money. Well,
Yeah, I
that's
had the
Master
Young Money.
P, Drake, Lil Wayne. You was the Tiger? I didn't get Tiger album, but
Yeah,
I had gutter shit.
I listened to Tiger. I liked Tiger when he came out. Well Done, the mixtapes. I was fucking with them joints. When Lime and the Coconut, I didn't
Yeah,
like
I
Lime
had
and
that lime in the coconut.
Yeah, I like the lime and the coconut remix because I ain't know what the fuck the lime and the coconut meant
Yeah, with
until
Wayne.
Wayne got on the verse and he was like, I put the lime in the open blunt, twisted all up, baby. I am not the sober one. I was like, oh, this was a weed song. I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't understand it at first. Then I started taking a liking. You know, after he did like Roger that and shit, I had took a strong liking to Tiger.
I fuck with Tiger, but I never really.
He West Coast, but he West Coast like on that house party, on that hypey hype
Yeah,
like music.
yeah, I fuck
Yeah,
with Tiger, but out of Young Money, it was Drake, Nicki Minaj, and Gutter, for real. That
yeah,
that
nah,
uh
hey, Gutter really him for real. Niggas don't listen. Gutter really got that shit.
that was the shit, and I thought he was gonna pop off, but that's like shit back then when they was all Young Money, like motherfuckers when you would play Drake and Nicki Minaj and shit, people like, oh, turn that off, or everybody was like, oh, look, that's back when it was only one female rapper at a time, and everybody was like, oh, Lil Kim, nah, fuck Nicki Minaj. Like the reason Nicki Minaj is like that, and a lot of people really didn't live through it, is because whenever Nicki Minaj came out, motherfuckers like, oh, she's a copycat. That's why she's like, and I think it's to her detriment. But I still love her, but she's obsessed with her ranking and her status is the queen and the top and this and that. Cause she
I
is
mean,
that.
she's good.
But she changed
She's
the
good.
game. She changed it in a
Yeah,
way to make female rappers profitable.
yeah, nah, for sure. And it it make you listen to him too, cause like I mean, like females been rapping, but Nicki made it had it so like man, niggas was like, man, I'm about to get that new Nicki. That Pink Friday
Right.
gotta be hitting this.
Like she said, which bitch you know that made a million off a mixtape? And at that time, it never happened before her. So she she's good for that. And she really did change the game in that way. Like like she said, now when she said something about the more I shine, all you bitches is getting meetings. But again, she's obsessed with her position and her ranking and her status. She got to know that she is that and just give us bars because that's what I like about her. Because she's out barring motherfuckers. She's out bar like when she just rapping, she'll out bar anybody, man or woman. And these are top rappers in the game.
Yeah, man. But yeah, for real, yeah, that's my next play, and I'm not bullshitting. Like I'm like when I tell you, whenever you know what I'm saying, I don't know how I gotta get started, but I'm under your tutelage right now when it come down to the real estate stuff. Because at everybody that is in my circle in my network, you probably like the most knowledgeable, and I actually just and, I got the most trust and the best rapport with you. So like whatever what I'm saying, knowledge that you got to give to me on that, I'm really ready to get in. Group shit, whatever what I'm saying. I need in on that real estate shit though. I need in
Well,
on that shit.
the only time I say the group thing is when I start talking about going commercial, because what you're talking about is what I always am talking about. What people seem to be afraid of is combining resources and getting the commercial space so you have a Walgreens paying you a lease, or so you have a corporation. Like I'm looking at getting a corporate leasing with residential above it, like they're
Mm-hmm.
building all over DC. So like I told you about it, but yeah, but that like for me, like I'm like I can't just buy it myself, and I don't really want to incur that debt because man, one thing I know, once you take that check, once you take that loan every month, you got to pay on that bitch.
That's I think that's my biggest thing. But that's when I'm trying to get ready because that's what the question that I asked you had kind of to do with that. It was like like I know I got put myself under some pressure. Once I take that money from them, they're gonna be wanting to expecting to see their shit back.
Yeah, you
And
got you gotta have.
I don't want to take no money from a bank, from the institution, especially with all the time it took me to build my credit. I don't want to take that and then just fuck everything up. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but that's why you should like most times with a bank with a business or any type of loan, they're gonna be like, what are you spending this money on? How can we secure our our asset or our loan in you? So again, it's good and bad. It's different opportunities, but I'm more so talking about how when most people start businesses, they take rounds of investment from friends, family, just outside investments. But I'm looking at the properties and the real estate investment the same way. It's a business. It's a business transaction. All right, we're going to take this investment. We're going to spend this on this property. We're going to do this to it. But a lot of people don't move like that. But anyway, you know, I don't even want to
You
say
know
too
when
much.
that house flipping shit, I already know that shit. That's all I see from the niggas, like the people that I follow on Instagram that talk money. That's their game, bro. And house flipping, I've been into that since like eight. I was in prison watching HGTV. I see them buy a shit ass house,
It's
flip
it's
that
all
thing.
about the area. You definitely could
I'm
do it
definitely
for Baltimore for houses for like residential properties. Baltimore and the surrounding of these the suburbs surrounding DC.
I think we gave them enough game for this week right here. I gotta go. I got a meeting with Asia next week. Oh yeah, that for sure. On Wednesday, I got a meeting with Asia. We about to. I just sent her over the logo for the pancakes. She's working on the packaging, so I'm about to go over there, and I guess we're going to do like a taste test on everything. So that's about to get ready to launch. So hopefully, if we got a prototype by Wednesday, hopefully we can start like talking about the product next Saturday on the podcast. So it might end up being her being the guest, and then we just do a whole rollout from there.
Let's get it. We'll put a commercial together definitely because I know
Yeah,
you'll
oh yeah,
follow up and direct. You know, I always offer people advertisements and stuff like that, and like we could. I don't. Let's not talk about it. Should be
Oh
pushing
no,
you.
no, I said the same. I was thinking the same thing. So we can definitely shit. We can start in house first, and
Let's
then
get it.
and move out. But
Yeah, let's prototype because we definitely have the ability. So let's do it.
But yeah, I appreciate y'all as usual. You know what I'm saying? This has been another amazing episode. In fact, the hour just flew by like like nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm about to go ahead. I need to go do some. I'm gonna take a walk, man, and probably work out a little bit before I go to work, man. Cause I'll be too tired at night. So I need to do
And
something
drink
to keep
water.
myself.
Work out, drink water. Stay
Yeah,
healthy.
now you see me chugging down at the gallon on the during the podcast. Like I ain't doing that, but yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to go ahead
All right.
get my nap in. This is a wrap on episode. What's this? 65.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we getting closer and closer to 100. At 100, I might have to buy y'all a chain or a bottle of Bel Air or some shit, man. I've been planning this out, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna get them for the 100th episode, but I gotta do something. I've been looking at jewelry, all kind of shit on that. Like, they might have to get a chain or something. Shit, 100 episodes, man, and we only getting better, and this shit only gonna get better, man. This, I see it, man. I really can see the vision. It's just some plays that got get made in between, you know what I'm saying, so we can get to the next level. And this real estate shit, I think just me sleeping on it, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be the move for real.
Yeah, it gives you a great base for future investment because it gives you a collateral.
I'm definitely not gonna be worried about where I live at, because if I catch me like a little 4 or 6 unit, I'm definitely gonna live in one of them, Joe. New York, Philly, wherever I
I was
got
about to
that
say you
joint.
probably be moving out.
Hey, I'm gonna be a straight up landlord. I'll be right there, landlord. Go ahead. Rent doing the first, Miss Jenkins.
That's what's up,
I'm
bro.
a big landlord. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all later, man. I'm about to go ahead. Whew. Go ahead, try give me some little working out and get some sleeping before I go head back into the trap.
All right.